what's up everybody? Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. So Troy from WashRite in New Zealand had posted a video, hire or fire. Basically, he's had a guy who's had 4 accidents, 2 very minor. One, apparently he backed the truck up into some sort of structure. It was a box truck, so the whole box apparently was moved forward pretty far. Which to me means 1, he was going a decent speed, and 2, he didn't react quickly. And then this other one, backed up into some guy's Harley, which, if he was trying to get out of the way for the police, I get part of that. And you could also blame the guy on the Harley for being too close. Because he was no longer in the visibility area of the truck driver. But those things being set aside, any time that you see your employees fail, and I think it's very easy to blame them, the first thing you have to do, and I'm pretty sure Troy's already done this, said, what have I not done? What did I do or not do that set that employee up for success or failure? So in this situation, there's no rear view mirror, and a lot of us run in flatbeds or box trucks or whatever, or just big trailers, or sometimes, guys, we put so much stuff so the rear view mirror is oftentimes completely blocked or non-existent. And it sounds like, at the very least in the 2 that Troy, that you explained about, both of those could have been avoided with a rear view camera. Amazon's got a couple of them. I personally want to put one on my truck for making it faster, just for hooking up the trailer to it. It's just always an annoying game of back and forth there. And we'll get one of those for the flatbed as well, because again, it's the same situation. We are all responsible for, making sure that we're looking everywhere, that we're aware of what's going on around us. But in a situation like this, yes, obviously he has to check his mirrors, but more importantly, if his mirrors show what's really going on behind him, then in all likelihood, none of this happens. It still doesn't excuse the fact that the employee is careless on that, or did not do a good enough job paying attention to what was going on. Like, he should have been able to notice that there was a motorcyclist that's been near him recently. Not being able to see him right now, I get that. I don't fault him on that. But again, we always have to put that back on our shoulders. And I think employees respond positively to that. Obviously for this guy, yeah, this is his last shot. With me, if he was running on a solo truck, which Troy sounds like, he's been a good employee, does a good job, shows up and everything, I would put him on a truck with 2 guys. I would put him down to, helper pay versus lead tech pay, which, depending on what you're at, could be anywhere between $3 an hour difference, or $5 or $8 an hour difference. Depending on how severe the situation was, 2 weeks or a full month of being demoted, not having him drive for that time period, I think is a great way to get it to really sink in. Obviously, as bosses, we have to take care of and eat that cost, or in most situations, technically and legally, we do. But that doesn't mean that you can't, that's a pretty hard pill to swallow at that point. And I think that's going to sink in for this guy, every day, that he's used to being top dog, that he's used to, and by all means, he can do all the work at the house like he's the lead tech if he wants, but he's not getting paid that lead tech pay. And you know what? That helper that's bumped up to lead tech pay for those, while he's doing the driving, or that other lead tech that's going to be on there, that can be a great learning experience for both of them. It's a great opportunity too, if you want to put that helper into lead tech role, for them to kind of test the waters for them to be trained better and everything. So, yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. Again, obviously, as you said, Troy, you'd already made up your decision what you were going to do. But yeah, this guy's definitely on thin ice, and it's hard. I mean, from what you've described, the first one obviously was a big mistake on his part. This last one sounds like that was a bunch of issues that happened there, not necessarily full on neglect. So that's just my 5 minutes and 30 seconds opinion. So have a great day, guys.